Hey guys, and welcome to the video. So you do not need a diet plan to lose weight. It will make it harder, it will make you fail quicker, and ultimately it will not get you to your goal. Let me explain why. So first of all, what is a diet plan? So a diet plan is a fixed plan of eating, usually all your meals set out with the foods to eat, breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snacks for 7 days a week. So you're following the plan, and usually it's reduced calories, calorie restricted. So it's giving you the food you need to eat, telling you what to eat so that you can lose weight. Simple as that. So you're following this list of instructions, eat this, this, and this for breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snacks, and you will lose weight. Sounds great, right? You feel you need it because what you've tried before in the past hasn't worked for you. So you need more precision, you need to be more precise, you need an exact plan to follow to get results. And so there's very little thinking involved. You just follow instructions and you lose weight. But what is the problem? Why do they fail? So little side note, yeah, they can help you lose weight, like any diet. But the problem is the sustainability and how long you can actually stick to it. So the first problem is that it completely disempowers you. It doesn't teach you to think. So you are following a plan mindlessly. You haven't made any choices yourself. You're following something someone else has given you, and you're not learning to make any choices around food. This becomes a problem further down the line. So yeah, while you're doing that, and while your willpower holds up, yeah, you'll probably lose weight. But what happens further down the line? That is the question that you should keep in your mind when you're thinking about the next things I talk about. So number two is very apparent about what I just said when your day doesn't go to plan or your day is thrown slightly off routine. What happens then? So you haven't learned anything about food. You haven't learned to deal with choices in life. So you literally don't know what to do. You don't know how to deal with it. All you know is how to follow the plan or how you were eating previously, which made you put on weight. So you end up having a day off the diet. I can't follow it today. I can't follow that plan. So I'll start again tomorrow. Or let's say the weekend is coming up. I may as well just enjoy the weekend and I'll start again on Monday, as a lot of people say. So think about how this is going to affect your results. The next thing, number three, is the all or nothing mindset, black and white thinking. So you feel you need more precision and you feel you need to be more rigid with your diet. The more precision and rigidity in something, then the easier it is to then fall off it and not do it. So the more you give yourself to do, the harder you make something to do, then the further and harder you fall when you do come off it. And like I said before, how often is it that your day goes to plan? It's very easy for your routine to be thrown off very slightly, and then you have no idea what to do. You're setting yourself up for failure following a diet plan because you only know how to be on it or off it. And you end up being off it more times than on it when things happen in your day. The simplest things. Someone gives you a slice of cake and you have it, and then, it wasn't in the plan, you've gone off the plan, so I may as well start again tomorrow. And a little side note, that gives your brain excuses. Having a day off the diet. Let's just make the most of that. Let's have all those things that we didn't have before. Let me know in the comments if this happens. When you have that day off the diet, when something happens, do you get more cravings? Do you start binging? Do you then feel guilty because you've overeaten and gone even more off the plan than you expected? Very common thing. Next thing, number four, is that meal plans are often someone else's choice of food. So they made it for you. And often they're not including things that you want to eat or even enjoy sometimes. So always ask yourself, can I see myself eating this way forever? If not, let's stop straight away because you're wasting your time. So the way you eat should be sustainable and something you enjoy, like every day of the year for the rest of your life, including things you enjoy as well, of course. So a meal plan which is rigid and someone else's choices of food that you have in the back of your mind, I'm going to do this until I lose the weight, that's not going to happen, because what happens when you lose the weight? You have no other way of eating. You don't know how to eat. So you go back to how you were eating before and put the weight back on, which is why you yo-yo diet. So that leads me on to number 5. What happens when you do finish the plan? What happens when the time that you were going to follow the plan is up? You haven't learned anything. You completely disempowered yourself. You've been blindly following instructions. And so you have no way of knowing how to eat. You just go back to how you were eating before. And what happens when you do that? You don't need to guess. It's obvious, right? And it's probably happened to you many times before. You just go back to how you were eating before, and the weight comes back on, because you have no way of knowing how to eat, how to make choices around food. So this is why meal plans just don't work long term. Yeah, they can work short term, but no one wants short term weight loss. Yeah, you could be in that desperation mindset of, I'll do anything, and I feel happier in the moment because I am losing a little bit of weight now. But you're just going to be doing it over and over again, and it's hard to see that into the future. But if you've done it once, it's going to happen again, right? Remember that. And so really, really remember that. Make the best choices. Don't do something like this, because you are going to waste your time, and it's very frustrating for people watching and for yourself as well, because you never reach your goal. So what do you need to do instead? What works better than meal plans for long-term sustainable results? So first of all, you need a simple way of measuring food, a way that takes away obsessive thinking and stress around food. And the way I do this with my clients is through visual portion sizes. So using our hands to measure proteins, fats, carbohydrates, and vegetables. And I've done a video on this before. If you would like that, let me know in the comments and I'll send it over to you. I have it on my channel somewhere, so search it there as well. So this is an excellent, simple way of getting sustainable eating. It's the simplest possible way of eating. It doesn't involve counting points, sins, calories. It doesn't involve weighing food. So it takes away that stress, and it works in every situation, because you don't need to be doing difficult counting methods. And so this is the key to long-term sustainable dieting, getting the weight off. There is no way that is simpler to measure food. So bring it back to the simplest and most basic way is the key. The next thing is training around how to think about food, how to navigate life and incorporate food, how to make choices and decisions around food, because life isn't simple and things happen all the time. Like I said before, your routine can get thrown off. And so then how do you make a decision around food? So training for the mind around things like this is very important. So you can navigate those gray areas of, oh, what do I do in this situation? Rather than, oh, I can't do my diet, so I'm gonna have a day off. Again, this is a key to getting sustainable long-term results. The next thing is that you may need some training on fixing emotional eating. So a lot of people struggle with emotional eating. So emotional eating can seem like you are in a lost place. You're getting cravings, you don't know how to deal with them. You end up making bad decisions around food, eating things you didn't want to eat. It's like a tug of war. You want to be going that way and eating healthily, but then you're being pulled back in the opposite direction all the time. So no wonder you are getting no results. So some people need some training to be able to fix their emotional eating. This is what I do with my clients. If you would like some help with this, feel free to reach out to me. I help loads of women with their emotional eating, and then they fix their dieting forever. They've been dieting 5, 10, 15, often 20 years as well, and got no results because of emotional eating. And then within a short amount of time, they're suddenly able to overcome all their problems because it was down to this emotional eating, which they hadn't reached out for help with before. They tried different diets, and yeah, I'm not going to go down that route, but tried a lot of unsustainable things over and over again for years and years and years, waste a lot of money and time and happiness. So if you'd like some help with that, feel free to reach out. And then finally, most people as well need some training around motivation. So a lot of people are not clear on their big reasons for weight loss. They have a push to make them want to lose weight, but they have no direction and no clarity over what they actually really want. And they're often pushed and pulled around by the daily short-term motivations of, oh, I'm tired today, don't feel like exercising, don't feel like eating well. or, oh, I really want some of that cake, I'm gonna have that. Again, this links into emotional eating and being pushed and pulled around the short-term motivations and not having the long-term bigger picture clear in their mind. This is essential for long-term drive and motivation to get you to your goal. So that is another really, really big key that you need to get sustainable weight loss. So that is it. If you found this video helpful, let me know in the comments below. Let me know if you have tried meal plans. How do they go for you? Are you still on a meal plan? Are you doing a meal plan now? Have you just started one? Let me know. So yeah, like if you found this video helpful, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next one.